Well, hello. Today is Lynn's Island Day because I don't know what else to do today, and we've had we you know it's something we've been having to come back to. So we're probably going to end up sailing up to that island to see what we need. But first, here's what I was working on yesterday. I was growing these crops, waiting for them to go, and I found out that that if you chop down a tree on a crop that isn't ready, the tree will kill the crop. So I had olive trees over here, and I chopped them down, and they fell over my other crops. So that didn't make me happy. Um, and then I got tired of the creature things um, attacking me while I was trying to cut stuff. So I put out two of these, or I was trying to, and my power went off. So now I had to put it back out again. I figured three towers will be good enough for now. In case it comes from back here, I'm gonna put one up here. Because that makes sense to me. Just like that. And we're good. Now, I just got up, so I'm not used to, or my brain's not functioning. Cut some wood while we wait. We'll give it a one night cycle, and then we'll head up and see what's going on up there. See what we need. Um, yeah, that Two Worlds 2 video was a little rough. Who the hell is fucking sending me messages now? Fucking Wolverine. You son of a bitch, you don't want to talk to me any other time, and now you fucking... I was asking him, or I told him that it was kind of a hint to say, hey, let's play. He's playing that first Descendant game, and I tried it out on PlayStation, and I just couldn't get into it. But I still have it on the PlayStation, uh, so I was gonna go back in and try it again. But he's like, "Yeah, I like the game. It's a bit grindy, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "No shit." The kid pisses me off. He said he wanted to. He wants to stream and he wants to make videos, but he keeps making excuses about you know why he can't or whatever. Or like it's like one time his girlfriend's there, or his friends wanted to play a game, and I'm like, dude, people want to see friends play games, so just play, you know, play with your friends. And like he's being a dumbass. Let's see if I got enough to make some more. This is the whole process I didn't want to do on video because it's just annoying. Now, I'm going to be mad if my brain says I need fabric and I get up there and it turns out I just needed a bunch of cotton. That's really going to piss me off. Alright, so... Oh, I got 6 points. That means I didn't save that either. What'd I do? I think I took... Yeah, I took this. Double resources. And trust me, when I did this yesterday, I think I cut down 3 trees and got over 100 wood. After I put them points in. But, yeah, that Two Worlds 2 video, I played it on Xbox and I loved playing it. I don't even know, I'll have to, when I go eat today, I'll have to look and see if I can, like, digitally download it on the Xbox. I'll probably have to load it in on my place, or 360 and play it if I want. But if I can, I think I might play that some more, since I have the spells that I want and stuff. But it was one of the things where Scorpion was all like, "Oh, I'm getting carpal tunnel and I can't play with the controller anymore, so it's gonna be PC stuff." So when they put GTA out for free, now I think we bought GTA on the PC, and then like Epic put it out for free. So we grabbed that, and then Red Dead, I think they were like, "Hey, here's the online for free," and we grabbed that, and then I had spare money, and I I think Two Worlds was on sale, and I was like, "If I get this for you, are you gonna play it with me?" Since we played it a shit ton on Xbox, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And I don't think we ever played. I think it was right about the time where he decided that he didn't wanna um he didn't want to play multiplayer stuff anymore. He wanted to just play single player stuff, and so um I was stuck playing it by myself, and apparently they did a update or something to it and it wiped my save, because I had started a village before I found out he didn't want to play anymore. Um, so that happened. Hang on one. I thought maybe it was my doctor calling, but nope, fucking spammers. But yeah, he was like, "I don't want to play multiplayer games anymore. I want to do my single player." And I was like, "Okay." So um, that's what happened. I got this puffer fish, and I think I need to hang on to the rainbow trouts. So let's cook up this tuna. I'm trying to get as much food done as I can. Even though I have like 150, I don't want to go somewhere and then it's like, "Oh, hey, Um, we still need to get that tuna, or not the tuna, the rainbow, 2 more rainbow trouts. I want to wait until this is all grown, and chop it, and then we'll go up. Um, so you're gonna get a little bit of a grind session, which I guess is fine. We can fish and see how bad my finger twitching is gonna be. We should probably go over to the pond, see if we can get some. The pond or the river, one of the two. See if we can get some rainbow trouts for that thing. Let's try the river. I think you'd find trouts in rivers in real life. I don't think they ever do the fishing spot thing. Okay, so if you guys are still watching, what do you guys want to see played? Because it's like I play this and it depends on the way of the wind on how many people watches, and so it makes me wonder if it's even if if this is even something you guys want to see anymore. Um, and I know that one guy was all like, "Oh, play what you want to play" and stuff, but I put these games out for yous, and if you guys aren't gonna watch, then me like off camera, um, grinding to be able to get to the spot, or trying to do some legwork in a game to get to where we can actually go do something. Um, I probably wouldn't do it and do a video in it if it's not something you guys want to see played. Like, I like to show off games. Like, I showed off Two Worlds yesterday, or the day before. Um, and I didn't edit the video because it was me trying to figure stuff out, and I was talking to you guys. Yep, my finger is not cooperating today. Um, so like, it helps me when you guys tell me what you want to see. I gotta eat again. And if it was back in the day and someone said that I fell off, I would probably reply to them and say, "Yeah, I fell off in your mom," or "These nuts fell off in your mom," or But I'm a bit more mature now, so I'm not I don't do that. But yeah, uh, comments saying cryptic stuff like that, I don't fucking know what the fuck that means. I fell off into a hole in Minecraft where that comment was, but you know, like, I know from history and from watching videos that the biggest games that get views and stuff are Minecraft, Fortnite, the Euro Truck simulators, um, uh, the farm one, the farm simulator, and usually like League of Legends or Smite. They're usually the ones that like grabs all the viewers and stuff. But I don't want to play Minecraft every day or Fortnite, even though they have the Lego thing, which I can show you. The racing, which I'm not that great at, but I would race in it if that's what you guys wanted to see. I can't do the rock band stuff because that's copyrighted music. But, you know, I don't want to do battle royales all the time. I think I have PUBG on here, or on my computer, and I have H1Z1 on the computer. Me and Botobo was playing H1Z1, and we got some views in that, but I don't know if that's something you guys would want to see. I don't even know if people go on there and play that anymore. Same thing like Daisy and Rust. Uh, you always see on Twitch, but I'm not sure people would want to see me die tons and tons of times. Um, I did start up a map on 7 Days to Die, thinking that the new update was out, but apparently it's not. But I can do that, but I don't know how many people want to see me creep around searching bags for food. I'm I'm not a good builder. You've seen um well, you see the house in this. You see I think you've seen my Conan house. That's another game. I would play Conan, but I don't want to play it by myself. And apparently, there's a tether, like an arc. So it wouldn't be fun to bring somebody in and play that. You would need a server, and I don't want somebody paying whatever price for a server just for the two of us, and then maybe not even play that much. Uh, Says did that for 7 days, and JD's done that for a couple games, and they bought the server for a month, and then like nobody fucking played on it. And then after they didn't have the server, people wanted to go play, and so it's like, I don't want you to make a server and then us not play. Um, K, old man K, uh, has started playing V Rising, and he said about making a server for the whole WoW BBE group, and I was like, well, that might be fun. I think you can do 16 players, and it probably wouldn't be constant people. It'd probably be a bunch of rotating people, a giant freaking castle or whatever, so that nobody has to make a different castle or whatever. It would all be probably one giant castle with a ton of coffins or whatever. That would be fun. I wouldn't talk on there because I've let them assume that I'm a girl in WoW, just so that people would want to run dungeons and I could get through content and see what the fuck the new content was like. I've been playing that goddamn game for 30 years, I believe. And when I started, like, Botobo and Beefits and Bob were all like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play that too. So then I had to make another character to play with them, to level with them. And then a little bit later on, like, my friend Pastel and JD and I think Tilt and Beefit started playing. So I had to make another character because my character was too far above them. And so I never really got through all the freaking content in the game. And then I took breaks and came back when expansions came out. And I don't think I ever got through all the content. Like, walking from place to place, hitting all the cutscenes and all that. I don't think I ever got through all the content. And so, going on Moonguard to hang out with Jess, I kind of got through the content. But they, um, they just assume I'm a girl because I hung out with Jess on there and stuff. They never really said. They just kept saying she, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go with that. So I, I think when I quit WoW forever is when I'm gonna fucking tell them. But until then, I'm just gonna play, and if we play other games like V Rising or whatever, I'm just not gonna use a mic. But yeah, that would be cool if the whole group got on there and did that. I'd probably record it. I'd shut the mic off and record it, showing off that I would record Dinkum with Jen, but her fucking kid, oh, Jesus Christ. And then Steve, her hubby or whatever he is, he's always hovering and he's always like, did you know that the turtle lays eggs in the sand and it has to be the right temperature? And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. No one fucking cares. Or the barracuda is one of the most deadly fish in the thing. They're more deadly than the shark. And it's like, we don't fucking care. We're just fishing to get barracudas and dinkum to sell. And it's like, I don't want to put you guys through that shit. Like, I didn't mind when Scorpion's kids were in the background and stuff. That wasn't bad. But her kid is like, holy fuck. He sings SpongeBob songs and he changes the words to them. He whines and begs for junk food after she's told him no. And it's just like, smack the shit out of that kid and make him listen. You can smack him on the ass. They're not gonna see you. They're not gonna pull his pants down in summer camp and look at his fucking ass. They'd get arrested for that shit. So it's like, smack him on the fucking ass, where no one's gonna see the fucking bruises, and he can't be like, my ass hurts, and they're not gonna fucking pull his pants down and shit. So you can fucking correct him that way. Don't smack him on the arms. Don't smack him in the face and stuff. Smack his fucking ass. But they're afraid that he's gonna fucking be like, I got a boo-boo in my ass, and then he's gonna show them, and then they're gonna get in trouble and stuff. And it's like, dude, come on. If you don't correct him, I think she said he's 11. If you don't correct him now, he's gonna turn out like Derek, and nobody fucking wants that shit, because Derek was a fucking creep, and he tried to molest Jen one time, and she sprayed him in the fucking eyes with perfume. And no one ever said, hey, knock that shit off. And it got to the point where he beat the fuck out of his wife and hurt her leg for a while. And he went to the park and pulled a knife out on somebody that he thought was... He just pulled a knife on somebody. I don't remember why, but it's like, correct your fucking kid now so he's not like Derek. Because we don't need any more Dereks. It's like them fucking kids you see in them TikTok videos or whatever that don't fucking... They whine and they throw shit and all that stuff. That's the way that her fucking kid's gonna end up if she don't fucking correct them. You don't listen, and they fucking rewarded him with another fucking game. And it's like, he's never gonna fucking listen if you keep giving him games every month. They have a star chart, and when he listens, he gets a star, and when he doesn't listen, he doesn't get a star. And sometimes, supposedly, they take stars away, but it's like, I don't think you do. And then he gets rewarded every month. He gets a game every month. even if he's been bad, he still gets a fucking game, and it's like he's not gonna learn if you keep giving him games at the beginning of the month. And I think some of the times when he acts up is when me and her are playing Dinkum, or whatever on here, and I think sometimes he acts up because she's not giving him attention. Like he's playing his stuff, but I think no, don't do that. But I think what's going on is he wants to play with her in something that she has, and because she won't buy him this game or buy him Dinkum, he acts out. And I mentioned it to her a couple times, and she's like, "Oh no, he's always doing this stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, but it seems like he does it when we're playing." And I was like, "Maybe you gotta buy him Dinkum, and explain to him not to run through all the resources, because you can do that. I mean, build a hundred fucking not bronze, copper things. We should probably get some stone while we're running around here. You build 100 fucking copper things, break them or drop them, and then go back and get more. Will eat up your resources. So, explain to him, use the thing until it breaks. Go make another, like, make two or whatever, but use it till it breaks, and don't make a bunch of stuff and don't not use it. Like, I could see him making like 100 fucking fences, or a thousand. Like, take all the rock or all the iron and make iron path, and like make a big fucking floor out of it or whatever. I could see him doing that. And you can't rip the stuff apart once you make it. So it would be a loss of us either going into the deep mine, or roaming around like I'm doing here, looking for ore and stuff. Like, I wouldn't mind him coming to play. I wouldn't be talking to him because I don't think he has Discord, and I don't think he has a mic. So, but I wouldn't talk to him. But he could come in and play with her, and she could tell him to, go do whatever. Okay, what the hell's going on? There we go. I think I'm gonna switch foods, because I kind of want the meat for when we have to go up there, and I don't want to have to keep making. Where the hell is it? I don't want to have to keep making meat or killing deer to get that stuff. I have to switch when we get ready to leave, but for right now, and then sometimes Steve gets pissy. Like, he'll be like, her kid will say something, and he'll be like, "Your mom's busy playing that game right now. I'll do it for you because I'm not busy playing a game." And it's like, I hear what you're saying, but you can respectfully go fuck off. Your wife used to play games, and she was having fun and not stressing out all the time, and then she quit playing games and laid in bed at like 5 p.m. So you tell me what the fuck's wrong that she's not up doing stuff and laying in bed at 5. Now, after she makes dinner or whatever, she gets on Dinkum. Or she probably sneaks on the fucking Tower Unite to get stuff for her goddamn house. But, um, she gets on Dinkum and she doesn't put stuff out, but she mines and fishes and all that, and that's great. I wish she'd like get into decorating. Like I buy up all the fountains and stuff that Franklin puts out every day, but I don't think she's into it, or she isn't used. Well, she played Farmville, so she has to be used to, you know, putting shit out because he did that in Farmville. They'd be like, "Hey, we want you to put out rainbow fencing," and then you get like, I don't know what the fuck out of doing it, but she's got to be used to decorating because she did it in Farmville. But she's not. She doesn't seem that interested in it in Dinkum, and she's kind of interested in doing it in um, Towers Unite. Like she was trying to put stuff out, and that game. Well, I'm used to it because I played Second Life and stuff like that. So I'm used to setting stuff out. I think the editing mode is almost like what it is in Warframe when you decorate your ship and your guild. So I'm used to it. But for someone like her who's never done that in a game, like her gaming experience is you motherfucker. No, you just wait. You get back here. I've got my sword out now. I don't even use the swing action. I just do the super moves now. Um, but like her gaming experience is Twisted Metal and Twisted Metal 2. I swear we played Chippendale Rescue Rangers when she used to come over, but she says she doesn't remember the game even though I've showed her gameplay of it. Um, and then she has her Wii games, her Mario Kart, and I want to assume the Mario game or some Mario games. I don't think she played Zelda. Um, and then apparently she had a PlayStation and played the one Ninja Turtle game on there because she was talking about it and Steve was talking about having to unhook the PlayStation to do something else or whatever, and she was like, I don't care. And then she said Steve bought her wireless controllers and they didn't work. And I was like, of course they didn't fucking work. I was like, wireless controller stuff didn't get good until like PlayStation 2 or whatever. Alright, let's look at let's look at the crops. I need these to grow before we go. I'm trying to remember what else we need, but I don't fucking know. I should have like screenshotted that and kept it, but I didn't because that's just me. I know we're gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to come back and get something. But I've got the money for the sword. I think I got enough money for the sword. I am looking for more clay. Is why we're running around. Clay and another fishing hole. See if we can get that squid that we don't haven't caught yet. We should be able to do that off the shore here. I don't want to. I don't want to get on the boat and get out in the middle of nowhere, and then hit the button to get off the boat and lose the boat. Okay, let's try. Let's try right here. Yep, fingers. In September, I had to go back to the doctor, and I'm going to be like, listen, buddy, that pill you gave me that you've upped 100 milligrams on, it's not working. And then I'm gonna be like, scan my brain and see if it's something in the brain, which could be why I get them fucking headaches, why my eye blurs up, why I stutter sometimes, and why I can't think of words. There's probably something in my brain. Jess had a tumor in her brain and had to go get it taken out and do chemo and stuff, and I'm probably gonna have. That's probably what's going on with me. Um, but it's very annoying trying to play games of a mouse. Well, it's annoying all the fucking time because it happens even when I'm not fucking playing games. I was sitting talking to my mom on the phone and my hand twitched and I almost threw the fucking phone. Um, I was playing Farm Together 2 last night with Sez. I was just going picking the flowers and watering them, and you can do that on the tractor and hit the auto thing for it to drive. And I was using the controller because I find it easier in that use the controller. And while I was sitting there, like the top half of my body kept jerking, my legs would jerk, my arms would jerk, my hands would twitch. If it wouldn't have been that I was sitting here with the controllers between my legs, because it was just my arm was getting sore from it being on the arm of the chair. When I play games with controllers, my arms like dig in to the arm of the chair, especially my left one because I'm left-handed. So I had to find a different spot from my arm, and it was just easier to sit with my hands down between my legs holding the controller. And while I was doing that, my fucking hands twitched and stuff. And if I wouldn't have been holding the controller like that, I probably would have either dropped it or probably would have flung it, and that would have pissed me off because it's my new fucking controller I got. Um, so it gets very annoying. Trying like just at any time trying to chill out and watch TV, and then your fucking leg jerks or twitches or whatever, and um, sometimes it kind of gets a little tiring and stuff. But you know, I try to make the best of it, and it's something that's just happened over the last few years. I think this will have like a round circle. This is harvest when it's ready. So we'll keep fishing and we'll keep talking. Um, but yeah, it's fucking annoying. And for for playing certain games like Final Fantasy, like I said in that video showing off the Dawn Trail jobs or classes, whatever the fuck you want to call them, the Viper and the Painter guy. Um, for me to heal, like I have to, like I can't do the whole push a button because I can't. I'm not a keyboard wizard. I can't like. I would have to look down and press each button and stuff, and that would take forever. People would die as me as a healer. Um, so I use my mouse, and when somebody's getting low in health, I come up here and click, and then come back down and hit the fucking button to heal. I played it smart. Um, the scholar uses fairies, and they like kind of auto heal. They'll auto cast heal and stuff. So it's not as hard, but you can't rely on them, and you have to heal or buff, which I don't know what buffs do what, so I don't buff people, but I have to be able to heal them, and to go up here and try to click something, and that's not me showing off the thing, that's my hand doing that. So to come up here and try to click on a thing, and I don't want to have like a giant freaking square of people's names and then not be able to see the rest of the screen. So I make them a little small, and so to come up here and try to click on the person's name, and then come down here and try to click the button to heal them, it's fucking hard because sometimes I go to click like here, and when I go to click, my hand will go whoop, and I'm like no, and then I'll go here, and then it'll like, oh no, you're not even on their name, you're like an inch off from their name, and it's like, you motherfucker. And then I'll come down here to click and say, like, I'll show you, like I'll come down here to click and see I went past that. uh, I'll click here, and then come up here to click another name and probably skip it, and then come back down, and maybe my hand will go whoop, and it's like no, over here, and then it's like I want this, and it's like, oh, you're ready to click it? Okay, well, your other finger is gonna click, which does nothing, and it's like, well, fuck. So I've been doing, yeah, I've been doing warrior because you can tank, and warrior is I think the easiest one to tank with. So, and you just hit one button. There's a spin button, and that gives you um all the heat is what I want to call it. The attention of the bad guys, and it draws them to you, and you just fucking hit that one button and spin, which is what I did in WoW as my monk. With me and Jess played. She played warrior and had a spin, and I played monk and had a spin, and we just go through. She tank, and I hit everything. But um, in Final Fantasy, uh, it's kind of hard to find dungeons and stuff and get in quick unless you're tank or healer. And since I'm playing with Path, I'm trying to get up there to run with her, and so it's either healer or tank. And since my hand does that shit, I I can't really do healing. I used to be like the most sought after healer in uh, my FC in the other Final Fantasy Online. They were all like, "Hey, if you come heal, I'll help you get like Puppet Master. I'll take you in and help you get that stuff." And I'd be like, "Okay," and then they wouldn't take me. they'd ask me to heal again. I'm like, okay, well, you still have to, help me with the thing. Oh yeah, buddy, I'll help you. And then they wouldn't. So I quit healing, but I was really good at it. And then I got good at healing in WoW, and I got good at healing in Warframe with the Trinity. I think it's Trinity frame. And in Warframe, it was either bring Trinity or bring your Frost. And it's like, well, I don't want to use Frost right now. I want to run with Ember. And they were like, well, if you want this done, bring Frost for us. And I was like, okay. But I would like to use my healer in Final Fantasy, but I don't think I can heal. Like I got to level 30, and then one of the antibiotics the doctor gave me, um, it really fucked with that. Like I had a hell of a time trying to heal. So I switched over to tank, and I got to I'm I'm now level 58 on PAPS servers. So um, if I keep at it, I should be able to get. I want to run Death Knight. I have it on the other two servers, but people on this one aren't annoying and stuff. So it's like, well, maybe I'll run Death Knight. And then I like Viper, and the painter guy is kind of okay. I'm not that into him, but it would be neat to see what other like weird weapons you can get for him. Like if you do the Moogle dungeon things, you can get like a rapier for your red mage that has a Moogle on it. You can get a book for your mages that has Moogle on it. The Dragoon gets a giant fucking fork with a Moogle on it. Um, so it would be neat to see what like the Painter gets or the Viper. I kind of want to see what like the Death Knight gets. Like they have sickles. So what would you get out of that for the Death Knight? That would be neat to see. And then like I got that axe with the lava cracks in it from fighting the lava guy. And then I think I got something themed for fighting that bird lady. So it would be neat to see what you get for like Death Knight. I don't want to know. I want to find out on my own. Like I I want to know if there is something. That way I'm not wasting my time. But I don't want to know what it is. You know. But it would be neat to see what they get if it's something worthwhile. Um, because I always like I'm not into like, oh, here's a sword with like I had an axe that had like a couple ridges on it, and it was like, okay, well this is kind of dumb. I would sooner get like I guess the axe with the lava cracks in it is okay, but it's still not as cool as some of the other things. And I even went on the shop to see if there was any cool looking axes on there because I had money. I was gonna go buy some, but I didn't see any on there, and that was weird. I got a cool bow from from the store, but um, like if I'm gonna play, I want something cool to look at while I'm playing. I just don't want to see like an axe with three ridges on it instead of two, or stuff like that. I want something that's actually pretty neat to look at. We gotta wait for the sugar cane or bamboo or whatever the hell it is to get done. and then we'll go up there and probably die. I may have enough now. I don't know. We might just take a trip up after that cotton gets done. Can I put any more out? No. I gotta wait for these trees to get bigger. Reason why there's nothing here, the water tower didn't reach that far for some reason. Or either it's because that grass is there. I put one out, but it didn't turn dark like these ones did. So I was like, well, makes me mad. I'm looking for a fishing spot, and they're not putting any out. I can't chop, well, I can chop down more trees, but it's not worth it right now. Do I have stuff in here? I do. Let's put more fish in there. But yeah, that twitching interferes with me playing games, and it annoys me because there's days where it's like, oh, I want to do some house flipper. I want to, I want to put stuff in the houses. I don't want to paint, but it's like, let's do some house flipper, and then I load it up, and I go to pick, like, get on the computer to pick a job or whatever, and my fingers start going, and it's like, well, I don't think I'll be playing that today because I don't want to deal with not being able to click on screws or whatever and sit 20 minutes trying to do it, so we won't be playing that. So then I go and, like, play Fortnite instead because I can use a controller. Or, like I put Gas Station Simulator back on the computer because apparently you can get lottery tickets for your gas station. And I was like, well, I want to see how that goes. I want to see what the lottery ticket. It's the only reason I put it back on. I just wanted to see what the lottery tickets do. Like people coming in to buy them and stuff. So I put it back on to play that, and it does the same thing in that. I gotta pick up bottles to scan them, and my fingers have let go of the mouse, and I've dropped unscanned bottles into the basket, and it's like, well, great. And then I think you get yelled at for it or whatever, or you get docked pay, and it's like, well, thanks a lot, fingers. Well, full of bamboo. So, let's go see what the cotton says. I feel like I'm gonna go up there and it's going to say, "You dumb son of a bitch, we wanted cotton, not fabric." And then I'm gonna have to come back down and farm all this cotton and not um and not turn it into fabric. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Now let's switch this over and let's go up and see. I know this is what you've all been waiting for, and now we're, hey dear, you're lucky I didn't see you there. And now we are on the way, and we must go this way. I do feel bad. What was that up here? Let's see if we can hit this. There we go. I do feel bad yesterday for that. That guy was probably so happy that somebody was playing Two Worlds, which it's weird. Like, it didn't really show too many people in the lobbies. Let's move this over. Oh, we discovered that place. We gotta go all the way over here. Yeah, so there was people uh, playing Two Worlds, but it wasn't like 10 people in a lobby. It was like one person here, one person there. Because when I went back in this morning to kind of look at my spells and try to figure out why, like, they were. I had one that did stuff, which is the one I was using until we got up to the graveyard. But then I went in and changed it. I was trying to make it attack better. Um, and then it wasn't really doing its job. Um, I still haven't cleared that yet either. But while I went back into the town lobby thing, and it was buying up frames and um, whatever spells I could find, and getting all the spell books so that I could use like ice with my summon monsters and stuff. Uh, every now and then somebody would come in. I think they're trying to talk to me, but I wasn't really paying attention. But I seen at least 3 different people come in while I was um, trying to get spells and stuff. Let's make sure I got it on my sword. Oh, I don't have enough. Silly me. I think that's almost 2,000. I have. Nope. I have 1,000. It's not that hard to make money. I can do that. Let's see if we got enough to do this. What else do we need for this? Oh, I forgot my hardwood. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot all the essential stuff. We need 40 cloth. So yeah, we got some time to. We have 24. I should probably write this down. The cloth is the big thing we need, so I'm going to write this down so that I know. Look at all this spare paper here. What's on this? I think that's my Xfinity number. Alright. I'm writing it down. Is land. And then sword was 1,800. And I think that's all we need to do. So I'm not worried about the other armor. I'm gonna grab my controller. How fucking dumb am I? So yeah, more cotton. I don't know how to, it's not that. It's not that. How do I rotate? Is it like... I kind of want to know how to rotate the camera because I feel like I might be missing stuff. A and D. Oh, well, holy fuck. Yeah, I think I don't need this stuff. Well, I might want that. I can look like a samurai. But we definitely want that sword. We could buy what we need. Because this guy over here has the stuff. There's a wizard outfit. But they have the cotton and stuff, but we don't need that. So I guess I feel bad that I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go get the sword and all that, and we don't have the stuff for it yet. I like I said, I was playing it yesterday and the power went out, and I got pissed off because the power went out. So we might have had this all yesterday. I probably would have came over to check, but you know, I didn't because I was like, oh, I got enough. I thought for sure I had enough for the sword. I thought I read 1,000. And I was like, okay, 1,000. So I quit getting wood and stuff. Now I'm gonna sell the wood I have. To get that. This is one of them. Yeah, we were there because it's found on the map. Let's take a detour. I'm pretty sure this is cotton down here. Because I'm pretty sure I marked it on the map just in case I needed more and the seeds weren't, uh, I wasn't getting enough seeds to do it. So we're going to take a trip down here, grab some cotton, and then we're going to go up, and I think I'm going to call it here. And now that I know that, I'll probably work on this later on today. I kind of want to do some more Final Fantasy leveling. Maybe go on the other EU server and talk to the guild on there for a bit. I feel bad I made friends with them, and they get annoying with their fucking mod shit. Like, they even post in their Discord, like, they screenshot all their fucking naked mods and all that stuff, and it's like, I don't care about your fucking mods. Like, just hang out with me. Are these my... I know I got olives somewhere. I wonder if these are the olive trees. No. Is that my limestone? I might as well grab it. But I feel bad. I went on there to hang out with Wolverine because he was like, "Well, my buddy won't help me and figure stuff out in the game." And I was like, "Well, I'll come help you out." So I went on there and told him everything I knew. And then he ditched me for his girlfriend and his other friend, I guess. And so while I was teaching him stuff, I got invited to the guild, and I went on there and hung out with them guys, and they seemed decent, but the whole mod stuff is really fucking annoying. And they're always trying to get me to get mods, and stuff. And it's like, I don't want them. So then they started getting real nosy about stuff, and I was just like, well, I'll start coming on when you guys aren't on. So I figured out when, and just started playing when they weren't on. If these guys would want to come play with me, I am on the... I'm on the Phoenix server in the EU. I can't remember what the other one is. And then I'm on Bullmarg on the US. I would like to get people for my guild. I'd probably play more on the US if I had people to play with. Like I've showed you before, most of my friends don't play, or they get so up each other's asses that they don't want to play with other people. So if you guys would want to play, just get on there and let a comment in the video, and I'll that way I know it's you, and we'll play. Because I enjoy it. I wouldn't be spending money every month to play it if I didn't like it. So I think you can fix these houses up and stuff. I thought about putting... Hey, there's a... I thought about, like, taking one of these islands and fixing it up for a base. Maybe moving off of that over there. But the thing is, there's a bunch of... there's trees. There's 2 dungeons over there that is usually pretty easy um, finding the ores, and the fact that you can come out at a different place from going in there. Um, Deer, you got lucky. You can get to different islands from going through there. So it's kind of a decent spot to be at, and I got enough room there. I think I could build another floor if it came to it, but I'm pretty good with how the um how it is right now. Like, I'm not putting fancy shit out because I want to get the essential stuff and then decorate the house. If you know what I mean. That's kind of my plan, and I do it in every game. I always put the essential stuff out, and then later on go in and like put the chairs and all that in, especially if it's a multiplayer game. We were here. Alright, let's see. Did anything grow? Where are my crops? No, nothing grew. Deer, you're fine. I don't want to kill you right now. Let's switch out the food so I'm not wasting my meat. Deer, I'm sorry, you have to die. Alright, so we got some more cotton, so let's put the cotton in. Maybe this will be enough cotton. And then let's run over and sell the wood we got. Could probably sell the hides too. Oh no, there's no place to sell hides over here. I don't mind selling the wood because it's so easy to get wood, especially now that we got the what'd that give us? Yeah, that's gonna take a while, but it's also not going to take a while, if you know what I mean, because we just sold. There should be at least 50 wood. So if we do this, yeah, it's not going to take long to get wood. And we can always teleport over to another island to get more. I think clay sells pretty good too. But yeah, I like playing Final Fantasy. It's different. It looks better than WoW. Um, I like that you don't have to make another character to have a different job if you don't like the one you have. I just think it's a lot better than Final or WoW, even though I've been playing WoW for like 30 some years or whatever. Like, I bought WoW when the first expansion came out because my one friend from I don't even know if he's a friend. He was a jackass in the thing on Gaia Online. He was a jackass to me all the time. But he was like, I got Disgaea, it's fun, and I was like, okay. And so I picked it up, and it's something I liked. And then he's like, or I was like, I'm gonna get City of Heroes because it looks fun, and you can make your own thing, and he's like, "Well, get WoW," and I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because you can be a rogue and stuff and steal and everything," and I was like, "Okay." So I went to get it, and the guy's like, "This expansion pack just came out. Your friend probably has it, or it's going to have it, and if you don't have it, you can't go where he's gonna go." And I was like, "Okay." So I bought it. So I've been playing for a long time, but I kind of like Final Fantasy more. Like I think I'm getting burned out on WoW because I only go on certain nights to play with people, and the rest of the time I'm like, I'm gonna go play Two Worlds 2, or or whatever. So I think I'm getting a little burned out on it. I probably should have taken my couple year break, but I made friends in it, and that's the shitty thing about um, getting into MMOs. If you get bored of it and you don't want to run the content because you have, then you're just sitting there typing to somebody in chat, and to pay to do that is kind of dumb. But you never know if they're like, hey, uh, too bad you're not on. I could have used some help, and it's like, well, yeah. Or there an event goes on that the didn't happen before, and then you miss out on cool stuff. So that's kind of what's been going on for me is they there's been some cool stuff, and it's like, well, I want that. That's cool. So I just keep playing playing it, but not really playing it. I don't know. Now what do we got? We got 100, so um, it's not gonna take long to get the money, but the whole farming the cotton and stuff is gonna take a bit. Maybe. We're almost we're almost there. We have to wait on cotton in order to get cotton. But I don't want to go back up until I get the money for that sword. So I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna call it here. We kind of got some stuff done. We put some turrets out. If the moon thing comes again, that was great. I did that moon thing where the monsters come out. The crops really grew. I got like two things worth of uh, cotton out of that. So yeah, we'll call it here, and I will definitely work on getting wood to sell um, later on. So if you like this and want to see more, let me know in the comments. That way I know.